anyone. I know this isn't gonna do any good because it's not gonna be seen because my shit's being fucking shadow banned. But anyway, I am Chris Wood. I live in Deserano near Deserano, Ontario. I am a 5-year revenge retaliation full physical identity theft victim of very seriously dangerous police. Congratulations, you murdered my mother December 20th, 2020. You killed two of my dogs. You completely and totally changed my identity, split my skull, seriously deformed me, seriously brain injured, body mutilations, kidnaps, sex assaults, false arrest refusals, extortion, lies, time buying, cover ups, medical file falsifications for medical treatment refusals for discrimination and blacklisting through your criminal fucking doctors. Lennox and Huntington, Ontario Provincial Police, whether still in Napanee or not, guilty of murder and attempted murder with intent to commit, guilty of ending the Wood bloodline, and it can be 100% proven. 5 years fucking revenge on me of serious crimes and proving it and not being able to do anything about it because I don't have $22,000 to get people arrested, and I don't have the money to go to Quebec, to Manitoba, or down east to get medical help because I am medically blacklisted within the province of Ontario now. Compliments of Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic. No matter what happens to me in any way, shape, or form, I cannot go to a hospital for medical help. She assured that I get fucking killed. Ex-Chief or Commander, year 2019, drove a white Jeep Wrangler. He's guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. Had me shot on the corner of Bridge and Center Street in August of 2019. Staff Sergeants, years 2019, 2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Constable Ward, Dave Weiss. Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Hafner. Spencer Mills 14716 and Robert Kane 7224. Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic, name and file falsifier. She also goes by Margie V as well. Name and file falsifier, medical blacklister, the one that falsified a medical file on me for discrimination, treatment refusals, and blacklisting. Girlfriend to Stacy, Kingston AMHS. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Pritchard, ex-CEO Cubby Duck, and patient relations are all slave traffickers, human traffickers. They are criminally negligently involved in co-committing in crimes and cover-ups for themselves, for the police, and for their accomplices, ex-inmates, psych ward patients, drug traffickers, drug addicts, and sex offenders, child molesters who are accomplices with and for o.p.p. One named Bill Woldridge, 149 Center Street North, now bald glasses, approximately 70 years old. Thinks that he and I were switched at birth, believes that he is my dad and Harry Potter as well. Guilty of stalking and killing my mother. Blair Frederick Hardy, guilty of stalking and killing my mother, guilty of identity theft on me, guilty of torture crimes with the intent to commit. Bert Hitman Hustler, he's guilty of torture crimes. He's guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. Robert Barry and Brandon Barry are both guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit torture crimes. Robert Barry is a sex slave trafficker, a truck driver, and a possible serial killer. Tyler T. Baglake, he's guilty of torture crimes. He's guilty of killing my dog. He's guilty of attempted murder on me. Robert Kane, number 1 meth fed rat informant, piece of shit, little punk. Raymond LeBlanc, he is a child groomer. He is a criminal stalker. He's guilty of torture crimes and attempted murder. Harry Hartwick, he is approximately 83 years old. He is a child groomer. He is guilty of torture crimes on me. He is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. He is also guilty of serious crimes on me as a child in Winnipeg, Manitoba. His nephew, Dale Hartwick, is guilty of attempted murder. He is guilty of skull splitting, brain injuring, body mutilations, identity theft with the intent to commit homicide for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his ex-wife or wife's boyfriend. Dale Hartwick's wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns, and also goes by Tony Montana because he's the bad guy, guilty of attempted homicide, sex assaults, attempted paralyzing me with the intent to commit for and with his boyfriend Dale. They are speedheads, meth heads, crack heads, fentanyl sellers, the ones selling lace fentanyls and committing overdoses and committing murders through it and getting away with it. o.p.p. are falsely arresting victims to get pictures, prints, signatures, and everything else they need for forgeries, framings, and frauds against them in an attempt to try to criminalize their victims that they are human trafficking and that they are committing very serious crimes on. I spoke o.p.p. crimes as a result, 5-year victim. Damage is fucking done to me and nothing can be done, so congratulations. You split my fucking skull. You completely and totally mutilated me, injured me, tortured me, and I, Chris Wood, will be disappearing shortly, and I say that without paranoia because of these bastards. I will be disappearing. When people do disappear, it is through the police, it is through slave trafficking, it is through framing it with inmates that they harbor, it is through crimes that they are committing, and then they can falsely, conveniently frame their victims because they already got their pictures, prints, and signatures, everything else they need to fuck their victims. Isn't that right, Spencer Mills? 14716 and Robert Kane 7224. You are guilty of murder in the first degree. You are guilty of ending the Wood bloodline by doing this to me. Look what the fuck you done to me. You're turning me into look like all of these pieces of shit who are using R&M on me. Compliments of o.p.p. You're also fucking putting false prisoner tracking onto victims as well. So public needs to be aware of that. This is another way you are fucking your victims as well. You're putting false prisoner tracking on your victims that you are slave trafficking, torturing, and murdering while they are being medically blacklisted to prevent help. One way or another, Jason Gimpy, Two-Step Allstein, and the rest of you pieces of shit, you will be arrested and I'll see you in prison. Congratulations, you murdered my mother just before Christmas. You're getting another Christmas or New Year's murder because this identity theft on me is pretty much fucking done, knowing that I cannot do anything about it. I feel nothing left of my consciousness from it being fucking burned out of my head for 5 years and being called a liar, delusional, hallucinating retard by doctors and other pieces of shit who are criminals in Napanee. Lennox and Addington o.p.p. You are guilty of murdering the Wood bloodline. You are guilty of treason. You are guilty of domestic terrorism. You are guilty of slave trafficking, torture crimes, human rights violations, legal violations. You are guilty of murders. You are guilty of forced suicides. You are guilty of having it all covered up through Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic. And you are guilty of using WANA ex-mate inmates, sex slave trafficking pieces of shit lowlives who are harbored and working with and for you. Congratulations, you bastards. Be safe, everybody. Merry Christmas. I know this is not going to be seen, but if it is, Merry Christmas and be safe because damage is done and I, Chris Wood, am pretty much dead. My full fucking identity theft is finished and I can prove it. When people disappear, it is through the police. Dale Hartwick, you are a fucking low-life piece of shit bastard, and you will answer for this. So will you, red-headed stepchild, low-life cocksucker, Tony Anthony fucking Hearns, who actually thinks that I am a wolf in his fucking delusions that he wants to suck off. He is very seriously sick. He lives on Bridge Street in Adelphi. in a red brick building. The guy thinks that I am a wolf that he wants to suck off. Like he is very seriously delusional from his speed or whatever he is on. Merry fucking Christmas to you bastards because you're guilty of murdering the Wood bloodline o.p.p through your fucking little bastards. You're lucky that no laws exist in Napanee, Ontario. Whether in Napanee or not, Spencer Mills 14716 and Robert Kane, I hold you responsible for everything for 5 years against me, including my mother's murder, my full identity theft by your homosexual boyfriend. You are a stalking piece of shit, low-life serial killing fucking cop.